Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR News Kid. The NASCAR Cup Series, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and the Truck Series schedules got released for 2026. We're not going to waste any time, we're going to get right into it, the Cup schedule for 2026. So, the Clash will be at Bowman Gray Sunday, February 1st on Fox, and then the first points date of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series, Sunday, February 15th, the Daytona 500, Race 1 on Fox. Sunday, February 22nd will be the Echo Park Speedway date, the first date for Echo Park Speedway, Race 2 on Fox. Sunday, March 1st, COTA, Race 3 will be on Fox. Sunday, March 8th at Phoenix, Race 4 will be on Fox. Sunday, March 15th, Las Vegas, Race 5 will be on Fox. Sunday, March 22nd, which is a bit early for this track, Darlington, so you won't have to wait too long for Throwback Weekend. Darlington, Race 6 will be on Fox. That is Sunday, March 22nd. Sunday, March 29th at Martinsville, Race 7 on Fox, and then there's an off weekend between Martinsville and Bristol. Bristol, Sunday, April 12th. Race 8 on Fox. And then Sunday, April 19th, Kansas, Race 9 on Fox. Sunday, April 26th, at Talladega, Race 10 on Fox, the usual date around that area for Talladega, so no changes there. No changes to Texas. Sunday, May 3rd, Texas, Race 11 on Fox. Sunday, May 10th, Watkins Glen. I believe this is the first race the NASCAR Cup Series, even Fox has had on the NASCAR Cup Series at Watkins Glen. So we'll hope it's not a dumpster fire at Watkins Glen for the Cup Series, Race 12 on Fox. And then the last race on Fox, thank goodness, though, it's going to be another dumpster fire. I'm predicting Sunday, May 17th, the All-Star race at Dover. And many fans do not get this. I do not get this. And to add to the argument, you need at least 400 laps to make a Dover race good. Dover doesn't have lights, so I guess it's just going to be in the middle of the day, which doesn't make any sense. And, yeah, and adding Fox into that just makes it even more annoying. So, yeah, I think a ton of fans are not going to even attempt to watch the race on Sunday, May 17th. And then the next week is going huge. Sunday, May 24th, Charlotte, the Coke 600, Race 13 on Prime. The second season for Prime, the second season they're starting with the Coke 600. So that will definitely be interesting nonetheless. Sunday, May 31st, Nashville, Race 14 on Prime. Sunday, June 7th, Michigan, Race 15 on Prime. Sunday, June 14th, Pocono, Race 16 on Prime. And then Race 17, the last race on Prime, and it is probably going to be the biggest date. I'm so glad NASCAR gave the date to Prime. Navy Base Coronado, Sunday, June 21st, and ahead of July 4th, that is going to be big. So, yeah, definitely awesome on that part after a horrible all-star race I'm expecting. And then the next week on TNT, Sunday, June 28th at Sonoma, Race 18 on TNT, like I said. And then the day after July 4th, Sunday, July 5th at Chicagoland. That's also going to be a big one on TNT, Race 19. I don't know how they're going to bring that track back. It does need a bit of work. CARSON HOCEVAR released a video on his own YouTube channel a couple weeks ago, and it did not look that great. At least the racing surface. So, yeah, it's definitely gonna need some work, but I think they can get it done. Sunday, July 12th, Echo Park's second date, Race 20 on TNT. Sunday, July 19th, North Wilkesboro is getting a date. And if Dale Jr.'s in the booth for TNT, I forget, I'm drawing a blank right now, Race 21, I sure hope he's in the booth, because that will be awesome, North Wilkesboro. It just fits. And it will be incredible even if Dale Jr. is not in the booth, but he'll definitely make it better if he is. Sunday, July 26th, the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis, Race 22, that will be on TNT. Their last race, that's also going to be big. And then they hand things over to NBC for race 23, Sunday, August 9th at Iowa. Saturday, August 15th at Richmond, race 24 on NBC. And then I know I'm excited for this one. If you've seen previous videos in the past on this channel, Sunday, August 23rd at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 2 races to go until the playoffs and in the regular season. That is going to be awesome. Race 25 on NBC. And Sunday, August 29th at Daytona, the regular season cut off there until the playoffs, race 26 on NBC. And then the playoffs, round of 16, if they still keep the format, I forget. I'm expecting they still keep the same format for 2026 because they released their schedule. So let's get right into the playoffs here. Sunday, September 6th will be Darlington, race 27 on NBC. Sunday, September 13th, Worldwide Technology Raceway, race 28 on NBC. And then Sunday, September 19th, the cutoff for the round of 16 to the round of 12 at Bristol, as always, race 29 on NBC. And then the round of 12 kicks off at Kansas, Sunday, September 27th, race 30 on NBC. And then they go to Las Vegas, Sunday, October 4th, race 31 on NBC. Sunday, October 11th at the Roval, and it's returning, so no more rumors about it going away. Race 32 on NBC, and then that's the cutoff to the round of 8. Round of 8, Sunday, October 18th at Phoenix, race 33 on NBC. Sunday, October 25th, Talladega, race 34 on NBC. And I'm not a fan of having a super speedway have a chance to let a driver get into the championship 4. Just does not make sense. I don't know why NASCAR thinks it makes sense. And then Sunday, November 1st, Martinsville, race 35 on NBC. And then the championship race at Homestead, Miami, Sunday, November 8th. That was confirmed quite a while ago, but I am super excited for it. Race 36 on NBC. It is going to be great. Championship atmosphere. I know it's going to be awesome, and fans are excited. NASCAR is planning, I guess, a weather thing, like a season thing, where they're going to have people. They're planning out, extra things for the championship race, like extra fan experiences, stuff, and things. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be entertaining, as always. And then let's get to some notable truck and Xfinity or O'Reilly Auto Parts series for 2026. It was renamed, and O'Reilly Auto Parts series will return to Rockingham Saturday, April 4th, and then they'll go to Navy Base Coronado Saturday, June 20th. And then the truck series, I thought this was an IndyCar schedule I was looking at when I saw this. And you'll understand why if you've seen some IndyCar races like I have. Race 3 at St. Pete in Florida, Saturday, February 28th. Now, NASCAR's Ben Kennedy said this was like an extra preparation race for the trucks before the Navy base, which I think is an excellent idea, just to give them a little bit of experience before they just go into a street race like the Xfinity, or now going to be O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and the Cup Series have both raced at street courses before, but the trucks haven't. So this makes sense to add in St. Pete for the truck series. Friday, April 3rd, they'll return to Rockingham. And then Friday, June 19th, like I said, the Navy Base Coronado in San Diego. Saturday, July 11th, they'll return to Rockingham, the Truck Series. And then Saturday, July 18th, North Wilkesboro, nothing new there. Another point state for the trucks. And then the trucks will continue the doubleheader with New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Cup Series, on August 22nd. But yeah, that is definitely an action-packed 2026 schedule. Tons of cool races. Others kind of disappointing, but you definitely have to give up some bad races to have some good ones. So yeah, that's definitely a very, very cool schedule. I'm excited. I know a ton of other people are excited as well. Yeah, but that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. 2 videos out this week, including the Daytona preview, which will be out tomorrow. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.